All right, let's talk about that daily avocado smoothie. You know the one. It feels super healthy, it tastes amazing, but is it the real deal? Or is it kind of a hidden trap? We're gonna dig in and see what the science actually says. This quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It's like a choose your own adventure story for your health. You've got one habit, the smoothie, but it can lead you down two totally different roads. And the deciding factor? It's all about what you're actually putting in that blender. So, to really get a handle on these two outcomes, we've got to start with the main event, the star of the show, the avocado. I mean, what are we really dealing with here? Okay, first things first, calories. A single medium avocado has somewhere between 200 and 320 calories. Now, that's a pretty hefty chunk of energy, right? And that's exactly why how you build your smoothie around it is so important. But here's the good news. Along with those calories, you're getting a whopping 10 to 13 grams of fiber. And this is a game changer. Why? Because fiber is the stuff that makes you full and satisfied for hours. It really puts the brakes on your hunger. And get this, we're talking up to 900 milligrams of potassium. Most people think banana for potassium, right? Well, an avocado often has more. So when you put it all together, what do we have? We've got this amazing nutrient-packed, high-fiber, and yes, calorie-dense foundation to work with. Okay, so let's explore that first path, the bright side. Let's call it the promise. What are the actual proven benefits you can get from making avocados a regular part of your life? When you look at the research, there are really four huge wins here. We're talking about better heart health, controlling your appetite, and even protecting your eyes. Yeah, avocados have these nutrients that are kind of like internal sunglasses for your vision. Plus, they help you absorb other vitamins better. It's pretty amazing. Let's dive into a couple of these a little deeper. Let's start with heart health. This is a big one. Avocados have been shown to help lower what we call LDL, or the bad cholesterol. The science is pretty clear. Adding a daily avocado, especially if it's replacing something less healthy, can really help push those cholesterol numbers in the right direction. Then there's this word, satiety. It's just a fancy way of saying that feeling of being full and satisfied. Not needing to eat for a while. Because avocados are loaded with that good fiber and healthy fats, a smoothie made with one can absolutely crush your hunger. It helps you avoid that mid-morning snack attack, which makes it an incredible tool for managing your appetite. So, it all sounds fantastic, right? Good for your heart, keeps you full. What's not to love? But there's always a but, isn't there? So what's the catch? Well, this is where our little story takes a bit of a dark turn. And here we are on that second path, the peril. See, the funny thing is, the problem isn't the avocado. The avocado is great. The danger, well, it's all about the shady characters it hangs out with in your blender. Just look at this. The two realities, side by side. It's night and day. On one side, you have the smart smoothie. It's simple, clean, just avocado and a good liquid. It's your ally. But on the other side, oh boy, you start throwing in fruit juice, honey, maybe a scoop of ice cream, and suddenly you haven't made a health drink. You've made a full-blown sugar bomb that adds tons of calories and just wipes out all the good stuff we just talked about. And there are a few other quick things to just keep in the back of your mind. It's super easy to overdo it on calories by adding things like big spoonfuls of nut butter. Also, a quick heads up, avocados are high in vitamin K. So if you happen to be on a blood thinner like warfarin, you absolutely have to chat with your doctor first. And for a small number of people, they can cause some bloating or even allergic reactions. Okay, so enough about the scary path. How do we make sure we stay on the good one? It's simple, really. You just need a blueprint. So let's build that perfect, smart, healthy avocado smoothie right now. All right, here it is, the blueprint. And honestly, it's super simple. Step 1, start with about half of a medium avocado, maybe a whole one if you're really hungry. Step 2, add some liquid, but make sure it's unsweetened, water, almond milk, whatever you like. Now, if you want, you can toss in a handful of spinach or some berries. You could even add some Greek yogurt or protein powder to make it a real meal. But what's the most important part? It's what's missing. Notice there's no fruit juice, no honey, no sugary stuff. That's the secret. Okay, listen up because this might be the single most important tip of all. This smoothie needs to be a meal replacement, not a meal addition. You're swapping it for something, like that sugary cereal you might normally have. If you just drink this on top of your regular breakfast, all you're doing is piling on a few hundred extra calories. That's not the goal here. So let's just run through a super quick mental checklist. 1. Portion control. Half to 1 avocado. 2. No added sugar. Ditch the juice and honey. 3. Make it a swap for another meal. 4. Got a specific health condition, like you're on blood thinners or have IBS? Just check with your doctor first. See? Simple. All right, we've seen the good, we've seen the bad, we've walked both paths. So what's the final verdict here? Is the daily avocado smoothie a friend or a foe? You know, it really boils down to 3 things: moderation, portion control, and avoiding sugar. That's it. The whole secret is just being mindful about how you make it and not accidentally turning your healthy breakfast into a milkshake. So, the final takeaway? It's actually really positive. As long as you make it the smart way, this daily habit isn't a trap in the slightest. In fact, it's probably one of the smartest, most powerful rituals you could possibly add to your routine. So, now you know. The power is completely in your hands. You have the blueprint, you know how to tell the smart habit from the sugary trap. So I guess the only question left is, what are you going to blend tomorrow morning?